Hello?
Christine, it's Virginia. Something's happened to Gene.
What happened, Virginia?
The paramedics think he's been poisoned. They treated him, but he needs to have his stomach pumped as soon as possible. Gene.
You're gonna be okay.
You all right, Gene? Gene, you're gonna be okay. You go with him. I'll meet you at the hospital, okay?
Hey.
High kick. If I'm gonna die, kick.
No, Gene. You're gonna be up and out of here in no time.
Because I did something bad.
It's not your fault you're sick.
James had a chocolate bar and I ate it.
It's okay. I'll get James another chocolate bar.
James could have my cause. You could give him my cause. Sorry, kicks. Sorry.
Gene said he ate a candy bar that he got from James Talley.
Is that how they think he was poisoned?
If it was meant for James, someone knows we're getting close.
And they'll probably try again. We need to find a safe place to hide James.
You have somewhere in mind?
There you are, James. This is for you.
Thank you, Reverend Mother. I don't know what I'd do without you.
If you can't live without us, why don't you just move back in? Never mind. You have your worldly reasons. Everything to your liking, Detective Brooks.
It's a pretty good hideout, as long as no one blabs he's here.
I assure you, Detective, the Sisters of St. Francis rarely blab.
Do you know where my brother is?
This is how you get in touch with Dr. McAlpin if James needs anything. She's the only other person that knows he's here.
How'd you end up at St. Stephen's anyway?
My mom was the first to take me for a visit. Her favorite uncle was a priest, and she always dreamed that I would be called to vocation. I remember that first time I saw St. Stephen's.
The classic old Spanish architecture. It's a nice place.
When my mom died, I went to go live with Aunt Meg and Jean, but I found myself thinking about St. Stephen's. Maybe I felt close to my mother there. Maybe having the other sisters was like having 30 mothers. I got a great education, and I became a teacher. I'm sure this all must seem very strange to a Presbyterian. Thanks, Jack.
Wait. I'd like to know why you really left.
Okay. It was the last day of term. I said goodbye to my students, and watching them rush off to their various lives, I suddenly felt this huge ache inside of me, like I wanted to go with them. And I just knew. I didn't leave because I was angry or because of a man.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Good night, Christine.
Good night, Jack.
Look, I don't know who Christine Bennett is, okay? And I demand to know why you have hauled me down to this cesspool of a neighborhood in the middle of the night.
This is not about you breaking into Greenwillow anymore, Patrick. This is about murder. This is about attempted murder. This is about you stopping at nothing to get to James Talley, even if it means breaking into Christine Bennett's house and roughing her up.
Oh, what are you talking about? This is entrapment.
Didn't really rough me up.
It's just his technique.
I think he's being too hard on him.
He's really interested in the case.
Knocked her around before you ran. I told you, I don't know who that woman is.
Christine Bennett. The woman you nearly ran over at Greenwillow. The woman who saw your same black sedan speeding away from her house last night.
I'm not the only man in Southern California with a black sedan.
Is it to protect your father because he murdered his wife 30 years ago and let his poor sons take the rap for it?
You cannot prove that.
Or is it because of all the money you'd get if James and Edward were dead?
My father left me with more than enough money.
There's a funny thing about money, Patrick. There's no such thing as enough.
It's about time.
Better have a pretty good reason this time, Detective.
Yeah, I got a reason. Client here is a liar.
Don't worry, it's all hot air.
So he skips again?
I can't be sure it was him. It was so dark.
Hey,
This is Brooks. What time? Thanks, I'll be there. You better go home and get packed. I'm taking you to St. Stephen's.
No, but
You'll be safe there. We need to hurry.
you taking him there too?
Absolutely.
Who?
Your leap of faith. He comes in at 1 o'clock.
Edward Talley.